like that what happens is, if I am the person, like I am a late blind, so I have never seen in my life any comedy live, like not seen, like
Sorry,
I have,
what's your eye condition, Sachin? I'm not aware of that. What did
I'm
you say?
totally blind.
Okay, and you
So I'm a
lost it early on in life,
yeah,
your eyesight?
yeah. When I was in class 6, I lost that time. So
Class
before
6,
that, I have
okay.
not seen any comedian.
Mm-hmm.
But after that I have heard only. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm the person who stand and hold the mic and tell jokes only. I don't move or I don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people say me like like most of the comedians are doing hand gestures. They are just gesturing by
Mm-hmm.
their face. You don't do anything. You just stand still and tell jokes. So do you
Mm-hmm.
do anything like hand gestures or like face gestures or anything? So can you help with that?
Um, so the thing, Sachin, I think is you have an advantage. I'll tell you how, right? See, the thing is, because I can see a little bit, I get confused. Um, Now, I'll give you an example. When you do stand-up comedy, typically, you have a host, and the host interacts with the audience, and
Yeah.
um, some people might say a person who's sighted will have an advantage because they can make fun of what a person's wearing, what they look like,
Yeah.
who they're sitting with. So, because you can't see at all, you've never had a reference point, which is an advantage and a disadvantage. See, now the advantage being you are completely cued in to who you are. And as I said to George, you don't have to worry. If you're comfortable standing, you stand. If you're comfortable sitting, you sit. Because they don't know what they're talking about from your point of view, right? The other
Yes.
comedians. But here's the disadvantage is that you don't have cues that they have, which they take on. That's where your material has to be that much stronger, because you as a performer only have an audio cue of laughter. You can't see if they're smiling or if they're interested or
Yes.
not. So your jokes have to be that much harder hitting, because you have to get a laugh for everyone. You can't get a smile because it sets you off, right? If you don't get a laugh,
Yes.
you feel
Yes.
like you're not doing well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the performance, other people who can see, they also have a disadvantage, because if someone is distracted, they pick up on that. You and I don't have that. We just continue with our jokes. So we have to make sure our jokes are that much better, because we have to get that laugh. Because I'll tell you an interesting story. Once I was doing a show at it was two other comedians and myself. So a guy went up first, Sanjay went up first. It was an outdoor event. I went up second, and I thought, I'm getting some laughs. And yes, George, I was facing the right way, and things were going well. It was a great evening. Suddenly, the laughter stops, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Because I'm on stage, and then I start feeling a little rain falling on me, and then my friends like, "Sundeep, get off, bro. The crowd is gone in 10 minutes back," and I'm like, "Why didn't anyone tell me?" So I'm just going on thinking I'm having a horrible performance when everyone's left and they've gone to the buffet. So now, how do you? So, what I would say, Sachin, to your comfort level, no, you
Yeah.
don't have to. My point is, will doing facial expressions benefit you? Will doing hand gestures benefit you?
No.
See, are you being a comedian? Are you trying to be an Abish Matthew? Are you trying to be a Dave Chappelle? Are you trying to be Daniel Schloss? Or are you just trying to be yourself? Are you just trying to be Sachin?
Yes.
So just do that. If you're comfortable
Yeah.
one day standing, and if that gives you the most peace on stage, because you're not worried, okay, now where's the mic stand and all, hold the mic, perform.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I
tell them,
hold the mic
lower the
only.
mic, sit down and perform. Because it looks very cool for people. You look very dignified if you're sitting on a stool and it sounds like you're a philosopher as well. So my point is, you figure out what you're comfortable with. And if you want to build a brand around that, that's the next step which you look at. But the decency which will come from your fellow comedians and the hosts, they take you to your comfortable place, because you cannot walk and say, hey, like Kenny Sebastian plays the guitar, I'm going to jump around. You don't have to do that. You're not Kenny
Yeah.
Sebastian. He does what he has. You have to use what you have.